Hi collective, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationships with ourselves first, okay? So you can have a healthy relationship outside of ourselves, but it comes from the intuition, okay? And the intuition will bring in your healthy relationship outside of yourself and inside, but it comes with managing emotions, okay? So you can identify your intuition to bring in that love, all right? Love of self, love of beings, love of planet, and love of God, all right? Now, there seems to be an energy when it comes to balance, to co-create. Someone is resisting, okay, a change, all right? Because now we're looking at someone resisting. When it comes to the energy of a Taurus person, I have resistance of change. This seems to be in the air of a conversation. So now we're looking at someone's maybe conscious mind, the conscious mind of someone when it comes to communication about the reasons of someone's relationship. Someone's maybe resistant to change a relationship, maybe. Because like we're looking at Mercury. Sorry, people. Ugh, it's like this Taurus person always comes up, man. Okay, so we're looking at communication, all right? Someone's resistant to change when it comes to intuition. Someone is not intuitive. Okay, because now there seems to be someone drafting a contract or haggling over a document wording when it comes to a Taurus person, when it comes to in insurance, maybe an insurance policy or a decision about beauty or art. There seems to be a need to take a financial advisor because now we're looking at someone's reading or someone's donated, all right, a need to focus on financial thinking. Someone's resistant to change due to finances. So now we're looking at someone's indication of someone's thoughts when it comes to accounts, when it comes to e-commerce, when it comes to economics or a business advice. Alternatively, this donates hard work in travel, transport, or maybe the media. There seems to be a lot of talk going through travel of a media when it comes to a Taurus person, thinking in decision making. All right, because now someone's closely looking at someone's practicality when it comes to material and the lack of common sense. All right, because now looking at someone's extreme when it comes to someone being preoccupied, maybe with a business or monetary matters. Someone's looking at maybe someone's personality. Okay, when it comes to rushing into action, when it comes to a new or a spectacular or a very good idea. Someone's resistant to change because there's a very good idea. All right. So usually there's a suspect around this concept where it threatens to change a present when it comes to comfortable situation. There seems to be a talk about Taurus person displaying maybe this fake power of concentration. Okay. So now they're looking for good-minded people to run a business or making things expand or grow. Now we're looking at Mercury, the sign of the bull. Do you understand? Whoever indicates an extremely, all right, defensive person that doesn't want to resist. Doesn't want to resist, man. This is a conversation about resistance. We're looking at greed. We're looking at healing. Someone's resistant to heal because they love too much material. They're not bringing harmony. So now we're looking at balance, the yin and the yang. But there seems to be what's in the way resisting is envy and bitterness. Someone doesn't have a heart. So now we're looking at someone's vision. Someone's looking at someone's vision when it comes to someone's emotions. Because now we're looking at a visionary, maybe in Leo Pisces. We're looking at a visionary, maybe a dreamer. Someone's concentrated. A Taurus is concentrated on the dreamer, the all-seeing eye. All right. But the eye and I see everything. The third eye. Hey, we're looking at Pisces. I have care within my own self when it comes to my artistic work, being very creative, maybe dedicated as a dreamer. You could be a poet, a photographer, or a healer, or someone that's an artist or a gardener, being watchy. So now we're looking at someone's emotions, someone doing reflection. Now we're seeing a manipulative person sneaking, looking at maybe someone scrying, all right? I think I said the right word. I think it's scrying, but not crying. So now, when it comes to someone's vision, we're seeing a visionary as someone's resistant to change, a Taurus person. Because then when it comes to events, someone trying to sacrifice maybe a visionary, a dreamer. Because someone's acting very mysterious, creating confusions of someone's imagination. and their reality, there's a chance to escape. Because it's a miracle situation in which one loses the plot. So now we understand a Taurus person is losing the plot. Why? Because many people are waking up, becoming visionaries, and this person is not changing. So that now there's the talk about Taurus person losing the plot, about a dreamer, about a visionary. So now we're looking at a situation where maybe someone's vision, is indicating a new interest, and very often some psychologically kind of psychic research going on here. So now maybe someone's losing the plot because someone's a psychic. Do you understand? Now it suggests that sometime in the future, there's going to be a question involved, a Taurus person within this large institution about someone's vision. So now we're looking at services, to others will provide great satisfaction if you write your dreams down, and study it, and don't resist, your fulfillment. Because someone's trying to sacrifice someone, a visionary, when it comes to maybe in the future, someone's going to be seeing a Taurus person resistant to change because they're losing the plot. They're losing the plot. Too many psychic people from far and near. Look, from far and near. Too many psychic people. And now this person doesn't want to come out resistant to change. Because now institutions going to be talking about situation when it comes to someone at work, want to be pampered at work, when it comes to maybe their purpose. That was their energy, you know what I mean? So now they're losing the plot when it comes to maybe a privileged lifestyle, maybe a position, when it comes to services, privilege, entitlement. Psychics. Maybe someone's resistant to change, but maybe they're losing the plot because it's bringing order. And someone's losing the plot because they were resistant to change. Because now we see, even though they're resistant to change when it comes to healing, when it comes to growth, crops, for it to grow at stages, order. Everything has order in it. Resistant to change, order. Someone goes against spiritual order, spiritual law, all right? Because now this person's losing the plot because they can't plant their own foundation. What do you call that place again? Oh, is it plot? You know when you got some of them Jamaican people that have the plot, a little garden, and you can grow your vegetables. Do you know what I mean? Someone can't grow their own crops. That's it. But there's a word for that garden, man. It's a little piece of something. I don't know what it's called. But someone's looking at health, a health regime. Maybe someone's family responsibility. We're looking at maybe someone losing the plot due to the lack of organization when it comes to their background, work, and research. Many people are looking at the background of this Taurus person when it comes to their crops. Someone's trying to tidy up a work system. Someone's got health. Someone's losing the plot. Someone's got health issues. Someone's got health issues. And someone's watching someone's day-to-day routine. Because someone's losing the plot. Because someone else is more organized. Someone across seas, not near this person. Because it's dry. And there's waters growing. The crops healthy across the seas. Somewhere else. So now someone's resistant to change maybe. Now someone's fighting maybe a Sagittarius person. When it comes to order. Organization is talking maybe with a Sagittarius person. With this Taurus person. But they don't know what they're doing. They're looking at discovery. From across the seas, they're talking about discovery, choices. Somebody's not seeing the truth about someone's choices of discovery from overseas when it comes to the expansion of talking, communicating from our past life. Someone's looking at someone's trade, but giving it time. Because it's across seas, they thought it would bring order. But no, near or far, many eyes are seeing the resistance of a Taurus person because they don't have no water to bring order to their crops. So they're looking at a discovery overseas. So someone is looking at a vision that's bringing order across seas. That's the conversation. So even though someone's far away, they're bringing order to someone that's resisting maybe. And they're talking about, when you use your intuition, you can bring so much things in. Remember, it can make major shifts using your intuition. You could be a water sign person, Pisces person, because it's all about the dreams, about intuition. It's all about your psychic gifts, isn't it? So now someone's tapping in and bringing order to their crops. So they're talking about a discovery overseas when it comes to someone's actions. Maybe they're saying someone's resistant to change because someone was being irresponsible and tactless about maybe someone's discovery overseas that's bringing order from afar till near. Do you understand? So now this conversation about someone is being disorganized. They're not using their intuition. Intuition is not being used. It's like resisting that change. Because someone's got a discovery. And now there's resistance to change, to bring order. And maybe someone's bringing order because there's a visit from someone abroad, or learning a foreign language, or someone's planning a trip maybe because they've seen a discovery overseas. We're looking at foreign language, foreign lands. We're looking at planning a long trip. Maybe someone has maybe a resistance to change, maybe from spirituality to, I don't know, from materialism, trying to find that balance. Someone's resistant to change because now we're looking at maybe someone is becoming an influencer and now someone is upset that they didn't find original discovery, a new way to develop by expanding his or her knowledge of the world. Someone's vision is bringing order after resistance from a Taurus person. Someone was looking at someone else's discovery. Someone's becoming an influencer and someone's becoming very jealous. Very jealous and self-indulgent, stubborn. Could be an artist, a gardener, or a singer. You could be seeking to expand your business. You could be into astrology, or you've done a discovery. So now you're looking at exploring maybe a lawyer or a priest. Because now you're being very outspoken. Because someone was exaggerating, being very irresponsible. They were talking about you maybe, because now there's a clash between philosophy, spirituality, influencers clashing. Won't mind their fucking business, nothing to do with them. You understand what I'm saying? Acting like they discovered a thing. They've discovered nothing. So now someone's got choices to make. Someone's not telling the truth when it comes to someone's maybe passion, someone's unconditional love. Someone's not telling the truth about spirituality. Being spiritual, it's more using it for their advantage. That's what someone's talking about. Because now we're seeing order. Use your intuition to bring about that order, because there seems to be a resistance to change from a Taurus person, or maybe something at work when it comes to discovery. Because now there's a negotiation at work when it comes to expanding a discovery from abroad. Maybe it's this language of astrology too foreign for someone, but someone's resistant to change because someone's not adapting, because someone's pulling someone down to bring themselves up. So now there's a negotiation at work. When it comes to someone's confidence, someone's pride. There seems to be a new horizon coming your way, collective. Keep using your intuition. Bring order. Manage your emotions, all right? And now you're identifying your intuition to bring in your crops because you're watering it. And now look at all these beautiful things happening. Your expansion now, negotiation. You're becoming a very good influencer, maybe some of you. You could be a Libra person. You could be going abroad, signing contracts. Maybe someone wants to negotiate a contract with you, maybe. Maybe there's a negotiation. But there's a resistance to change with a Taurus person when it comes to the vision. Someone's very psychic. Looking at practicality. Resistant to change when it comes to practicality. Maybe someone's living through their mother's eyes and they're using people as slaves, a Taurus person. That's why they're resistant to change. Because now someone has this vision of someone being very disorganized, using other people for their practicality when it comes to work. Someone's looking at a situation, but someone is in the energy of being controlling, resistant to change. Someone's looking at someone's originality, Aquarius person when it comes to someone being very psychic. When it comes to the innovations, someone's got some very good... That's an air sign for you, you know. You could be an air sign person. Air sign people are always about innovations. They always think like times ahead. Now looking at practicality. Someone's resistant to change and someone's got a very original idea by using your intuition. And now everyone's going to see this person resistant to change when it comes to practicality. Because now we're looking at a social worker maybe, or someone that's practical assistance. Maybe looking at recognitions for patience and unassuming work. Ooh. Someone, a very established person, is resistant to change because they want someone's original work, and that's in the vision of the third eye, reflection. Somebody trying to be reflection of maybe a Aquarius person to look like the original person, and this is why there's a talk about Taurus person when it comes to practicality over here. There seems to be the resistance to change when it comes to practicality over here, because now they're suggesting this person is a prominent person in the public eye. It also indicates an ability of maybe political or community field, this person. So now someone is in the public, or someone is becoming within the public, but Taurus person is resistant to change because they're looking at someone's original idea. They want to reflect this person, because now you're looking at reflection of someone's original idea. This is why they want people not to be practical, to maybe a Aquarius person that's a dreamer with original ideas, because they took the original ideas and they were practical with it. So now we're looking at someone overseas when it comes to negotiations, because someone's haggling, someone's contract maybe. Someone's in the community field though. Someone trying to be successful on someone else's original idea, someone else's visions. So now someone's bringing order to the situation. You look at innovations when it comes to expansion. Someone's becoming an influencer, a very prominent one. And that's what they're looking at, the practicality. Someone is thinking about a dreamer, Aquarius person, when it comes to pioneers, when it comes to being an artist, becoming an influencer. Could be a photographer, could be a director or a poet. Look at the imagination of a Aquarius person. But the eyes seem to be at someone's practicality of a Taurus person resistant to change, because they're not psychic. Instead, they want to be a bull in a china shop, acting like a victim. So now something is stuck overseas. Something near but so far, and far but so near. A sneaky person, very manipulative, a Taurus person. Looking at the visions of a visionary. When it comes from an air sign person, the all-seeing eye. They can see Selassie, can see everything. Because someone's looking at someone's resources. That feeling of looking at someone's resources, sticking the claws of the laws of the darkness of someone's stability to bring in resourcefulness. Someone thinks a curious person is resourceful anyway. With their discovery. Someone thinks a curious person is very resourceful when it comes to discovery. Because now we're looking at the feelings. Someone's feeling may be very unstable, their feelings. Because now we're looking at someone's imagination. When it comes to innovations. Very proactive. Someone trying to protect as well. Because someone feels like someone is an inspiration. That's the talk. Overseas. About an Aquarius person. Maybe a Pisces, Sagittarius person. In negotiation with a Leo person. That's in the public eye. And maybe someone feels an air sign person is becoming public. Famous, you see. So now someone's resistant to change, you see. Maybe a Leo person, a Taurus person, because maybe they thought the state was only for them. But there's 8 billion people in the world, my darling. So now looking at maybe the talk. About a dreamer. About being very artistic. Very charitable person. When it comes to their imagination. Very mystical person. Very peaceful person. Very serious when it comes to spirituality. So now looking at negotiations. Someone resistant to change or negotiation. They didn't want to negotiate. They resisted. So now we're looking at fulfillment. Someone's doing negotiation. We will come to fulfillment. Someone's looking at someone's inspiration overseas when it comes to achievements. Looking at inspiration, maybe, of the beauty of unconditional love. Now we're looking at love of femininity. Look at divine feminine compassion. Maybe someone wants forgiveness. Maybe a fire sign person. But someone is negotiating and waiting for their ships to come in when it comes to money. Someone's cutting through the truth, but someone's pointing fingers at the truth overseas about negotiations. Maybe someone's looking at a contract, maybe. And they're waiting for their ships to come in. But someone's submitted. Someone's into submission. Someone resistant to change when it comes to fulfillment. Not willing to negotiate. Resistant to negotiation. Someone feels maybe someone is an inspiration. And they want to be in this group. So they're tying down to someone. People, things, and places. To be a part of, I don't know, a secret cult maybe. Because there's the moon. Moon sticking out very much. You know. So now someone is resistant to change. Because someone is in. Or maybe wants to use an air signs person for their secret cult expansion. Now you're looking at maybe a situation where someone's in a secret ritual, a cult maybe. And now you're looking at maybe someone is looking resistant to change due to assets, finances, legacies, negotiations, inspirations, discoveries that don't belong to people. Looking at someone else's resources. Do you know, my phone cut out before. I prefer the other reading. It was so juicy. Oh, iPhone. Who told me to change my phone to bloody iPhone? Oh, what a bloody mistake. Now you're looking at maybe someone's requiring sympathy, maybe. Because now we're looking at a previous experience. Maybe a big organization when it comes to family, reunions, inheritance. Maybe a contract is coming into order. Because someone feels maybe overseas, there's inspiration, discoveries. Someone's in negotiations, maybe with a contract or a lease, with a Taurus person when it comes to practicalities. Because now someone's looking at maybe the energy of showing someone's attitude when it comes to value, worth, money. Someone's listening to change because someone wants people to submit to them. What? For money? Yeah, because sit down, people them, Taurus person, Virgo person, Pisces person, you need to go sit down, boy. No. Oh, the thoughts of people sometimes. I don't know. Anyway, let's keep reading. See what else we can see in these pictures. It depends what pops out because these pictures got so much. And I don't want to miss something. Do you know what I mean? Like, treacle. Right, treacle? Someone's looking at resisting to change when it comes to being practical. Because now we're looking at a situation when it comes to order. There needs to be maybe a new kind of health regime going on when it comes to resources. It's about health, good health with oneself. Now we're looking at power, domination, originality. Oh, submission. Someone's submitted. Someone's caged in. Someone can't handle someone's originality. They're not practical. That's why they've listened to change. They're not intuitive. They're not psychic, not creative. They're looking at other people's original ideas to become resourceful. So now when you use your intuition, you can bring this in order. All right. You look at your intuition, manage your emotions, because I can see order coming in for your making lovely discoveries. Maybe you're looking at maybe a Leo person or Aquarius. A Leo person looking at your vision maybe. You could be a Leo person or Aquarius person looking at original idea. Someone's looking at submission. Maybe when it comes to a famous person, being submitted to a famous person, when it comes to practicality for someone's Taurus person, that's why they're looking at resistance. That's why maybe someone needs patience when it comes to resources. Someone's not resourceful. Now, someone's looking at someone's expansion. Maybe feel that someone feels like someone that's famous is submitted to being practical to a Taurus person that's listened to change. Because they're not practical, they're not resourceful. Look at someone's original ideas, the idealisms of watering and inspiration, of a discovery, maybe overseas. Someone wants to negotiate, maybe. Because now we're looking at excitement. Someone's excited about negotiation. Maybe it comes to inheritance, maybe. I don't know why people like to wait around for inheritance from people. I just think it's the most weirdest, most ill health thing. This is why their mind is like in order. That's why they can't be practical. It's always on the mind of someone else's like inheritance or something. It's crazy. It's madness. Looking at resistance to change. Someone's haggling. Someone's made their contract. Someone's resistant to change. Someone doesn't want to see. Someone is psychic, intuitive, but they're not. They don't understand. Because now there's a situation where someone's resistant to change. Now they're in a karmic cycle, stuck in a karmic cycle, not being practical, using other people for their practicality. Someone wants someone to submit to them when it comes to them being practical. Maybe a Leo person when it comes to maybe the visions of someone being a visionary. Now you look at Aquarius' original ideas, but Aquarius is looking at someone's practicality. Maybe a Taurus person resistant to change and using maybe an air sign person to submit to them so they can look practical, like they're my blood clot mother. No? Vision. Balance. Someone's juggling. And someone's maybe in their head now. But someone's juggling. And maybe someone's borrowing money. Haggling contracts from the visions of a dreamer, original maker, of Aquarius person that went to a Leo person that's famous, that's submitted to making a Taurus person look practical. So now a Taurus person wants to add maybe Aquarius person's original ideas. And maybe now we've got the earth angels bringing order, blending. Because now this is a bit indecision about someone's discovery. Because now someone is knocking down doors, trying to sell contract of someone else's original ideas. Hold on. So someone's haggling someone else's ideas and made a Wheel of Fortune. Now they're stuck on a karmic cycle. Because now we're looking at a Wheel of Fortune. Alright? We're looking at a situation where someone is resistant to change. We're making a discovery. Earth angels, please listen to your intuition. Listen to your own inner voice. Because your own inner voice is your first counsel. Because someone has a calling. But someone's been spiritually guided. Maybe to seek within themselves from the higher self. Now, there seems to be maybe someone negotiating within a spiritual group or a marriage or maybe a religious group, negotiating someone else's original ideas because maybe a Taurus person does not want to resist with a Sagittarius person. Maybe a Sagittarius person trying to like maybe negotiate maybe with a Taurus person when it comes to maybe an organization. Or religious group, philosophy, the key of life, the key to discovery. Because now negotiating, someone needs to walk away. Maybe a Pisces person or a Scorpio person. Because they're negotiating to walk away. Because there's no feelings. To water and bring the crops into order. Because look, all the crops are here, right? But there's no order because someone wants someone to be their slave. And look at that person telling people what to do with their crown on their head. Why? Maybe a Virgo's doing their work, a Crib doing their work. Do you know what I mean? A Leo's doing their work. While they're acting like the nurturer and we're the slaves. Do you understand? So now maybe someone's looking for house nippers. Field nippers, I should say, while they're in the house. A Taurus person using people as slaves because they're resistant to change their karmic cycle. They're not learning about practicality and making people submit to them to bring in their crops. So now looking at maybe memories or a friend or a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend. Looking at practicality, maybe for Scorpio, Pisces person. Because now we're looking at the energy, right, of maybe someone in the past or a soul person or a friend or someone familiar. Because now we're looking at a situation where someone's trying to be practical, maybe a Capricorn person when it comes to duties of control, all right? Because Virgo is work. Capricorn is I control your work, all right? Someone's trying to control. Maybe someone's into social work or maybe someone is maybe looking assistance when it comes to recognition. Someone wants someone to help them with their achievements. Do you understand? When I look at practicality, all right? Maybe someone's prominent or maybe successful woman in achieving a career, but they want people to submit to them. Maybe a water sign person or a friend, maybe a Leo person, or I don't know. These people are weak, man. Do you know, when it comes to this character, you need to be a little cautious. Because when it comes to expressing your true emotions, they always seek practical and material answers to the material problems. And that's the problem of this Taurus person. So now you're looking at maybe this person has so many emotional problems, but they use it, all right? They always seek that practicality and material answers to their emotional problems. This is why they don't have no intuition, all right? Because now you're looking at emotional problems, all right? Sometimes this person does not show what he or she is feeling to be weak expression of feelings in a situation. People with this planetary sometimes as well like to use other people and they act like they care for other people to see them, and then they tend to hold on to feelings in order to maintain an image of outward calmness. So when you see this mad gal acting like, darling, trust me, she's losing the plot. She's losing the plot, boy. Why? Too many visions, too many earth angels watching, taking down you lot's naughty name. So now you're looking at maybe, all right, someone likes to look at the image of outward calmness. Can I looking at a position of someone's secret? Do you understand? Over sensitive. Now someone's reacting, all right, because someone's looking at their image and not the real insight. Because now they're looking at other people. You understand? With their position in society. So they look for people in positions in society to see if they can contribute to his or her emotional well-being, which is material. Fuck my material. Forget my emotional problems. Just give me material, boy. So now someone's looking at maybe someone just needs help, man. Maybe they're trying to live up to their family. Hey, submission. You have to submit to these people, boy. Don't deal with that person, boy. And that's what they're thinking of. Balance. Juggling. Somebody wants to balance with an Aquarius person they see as a soulmate, more practical. They think about there being a visionary, partnership and visionary. They see this person as a star when it comes to messages or telepathic communication. Because now we're looking at expansions when it comes to someone becoming more popular. Maybe a Aquarius person. Maybe. Looking at popularity, but someone's resistant to change because they use materialism for a way to not look at their emotional problems. So that's why they've got no emotions. They're not watering their own crops. They're losing the plot instead. and let them lose the plot. Is it my business? No, these comes and have no damn behavior to do. I care. No. No, my darling, darling. No, darling, darling. Do I care? No, darling, darling. We do not care, my darling. Because now we're looking at maybe the status of a Leo person when it comes to visionality, when it comes to someone's vision. Because now we're looking at speculation when it comes to popularity. Someone is blowing up, man, one's own trumpet. Someone's blowing up one's own trumpet, boy, saying, yeah, man. Maybe a Leo person saying, yeah, the original comes from a Taurus person, man. She a bad girl, bitch, you know. You're blowing your own motherfucking trumpet. Someone's blowing their own trumpet. All right, they're attracting on some kind of like fame or attention. Someone taking a leading role in maybe a local activity, or maybe someone prominent member of a church, or someone, maybe some kind of organization. Do you understand? But looking at someone else's originality to stay in maybe an inheritance. Because sit down, look at girl. Resisting, losing the plot because they're not intuitive. Losing the plot. Someone was blowing up one's own trumpet. Or maybe a Leo person was blowing up someone's trumpet. That we're fighting for. Okay. Good luck, darling. So now we look at maybe a Leo when it comes to children. Okay, maybe you're looking at a situation when it maybe looking at encouragement of a child, or maybe a beginning of a creative expression or people's talents when it comes to visionaries, when it comes to Aquarius person or Leo person or both. This is maybe a very good manifesting, but someone is manifesting a very negative archetype, over-pushing mother. Oh, over-pushing mother, Taurus person, over-pushing. Oh yeah, blowing their own trumpet. Why? Because they think they wear a world star, child star, whatever, living out her mother's fantasy or fame through her fucking pregnancy, or maybe her prodigy that is a failure. Maybe looking at maybe nurturing a positive partner. Oh yeah, maybe an Aquarius person. Maybe someone, a Leo person, is thinking Aquarius person is originality. Sorry, Taurus, you go sit down with your mother. Oh my gosh, never mind, someone's learning a language. Okay, from Aquarius's subject, but they can't do it. So now someone had to take the chair. Oh yeah, sit down, boy. She sit down at meetings. Oh yeah, she was the spokesperson from someone else's ideas. Unjustified accusations now someone's negotiating a business deal or maybe a marriage guidance of saying, how the fuck can I walk away from a Taurus person because she is a fucking hagger? Maybe they were engaged, maybe. Good luck to that one. Hey, listen, I have to laugh at Karmic Evil. Miss Sorry, Bridget. You lot do the most. Blowing your own trumpet, boy. You live to your mother's eye. Hey, listen. Good luck to that one. Or maybe this Leo person is living to his mother's eye. Mommy, look, I got Genevieve to play you. Oh, my son, come here, my son. Come suck my dry breast, my son. I don't give a damn, bro. You lot use me for my ideas to make this one sit down in meetings, in organizations, thinking about a bloody original maker come from who? Aquarius person or soulmate. No, you had the pushy, over demanding, blowing their own trumpet, Taurus person resistant to change. Because she's not the originality. Now she's losing the fucking plot. Her and her mum losing the plot, or her and someone's losing the plot. A mother figure losing the plot, boy. Because now there's conversation. Oh yeah, about someone's originality. Because now there seems to be a new approach when it comes to the world. Oh baby, new approach, boy. And this person can't go no further. Stuck in your karmic cycle. Because that is new approach, new idea, but necessary, a drastic change. Oh yeah, it needs a very drastic change. So something's a very unusual research, but comes with very good results. Someone's very shocked about an announcement. Ooh, about someone's innovation. Ooh, or someone's invention. Ooh. Someone's losing the plot, boy. Because when it comes to Aquarius people, they are constantly open to new experiences and ways of seeing things, all right? Because we're looking at revolution, all right? Because maybe people need to understand, when it comes to air signs' mind, it's all about revolutions, all right? It's all about discoveries. It's about being unbalanced, truthful, and being in the energy of subjective. Every business as well need a subjective in their business plans. I don't know where these people are going. You can't be a business person resistant to change. You got to go with the times. You got to be in tune with who? Your consumers. They're not consumed with their consumers. Why? Because they're only consumed with material. They don't want to look at their own emotional baggage. Why? Because to them, outside appearance is the most calmest thing they can ever have. But inside, losing the plot. Because someone is looking at, maybe someone took look too much time looking at someone's sedition, or maybe have to accept someone's ideas. But they're very conflicted using the plot, boy, because now you're looking at facts. Some people's opinion, they always think it's factual. It's an opinion, my friend. Until you seek the facts. Do you understand? Until then, it's a fucking opinion. So now you look at someone's originality, the freshness of someone's thoughts, all right? Because now we're looking at someone, and maybe a curious person, and now someone's looking at surprises. Maybe Leo person, surprise. Good, says you're right. Surprise, surprise. The devil's in your bed. Don't worry about a curious person. You need to worry about your devil in your bed. So now you're looking at people, okay, that suggest to teach well and learn well, but above all require all good mental stimulation. And that's the thing about air signs, they need mental stimulation. This is why this one is stuck, losing the plot. Yes, because everything air signs do, they will take it as a lesson and they will spin that into a wheel of fortune. Oh yes, baby. So now we look at original alchemists. That's what alchemists do, from nothing to something to everything for everyone. Now look at the abilities of a curious person to see ideas, all right, in the broadcast terms, maybe looking at broadcasting. It's going to lead to a great interest in humanitarian, and maybe an urge to seek the barrier of life, the better life, and a barrier, healthy barrier, all right, when it comes to the less fortunate. But no, the less fortunate didn't care. Taurus person didn't care about the less fortunate. She cared about her own self, materialism. She didn't care about anyone's feelings. Not even her own. It was all about outside appearances. So now looking at maybe the misfortunate people. So now someone, a curious person, they're always displaying a constant interest in innovations, technology, and maybe a Leo person maybe shares this field, this visionary. Maybe they look at their past with a Taurus person. Maybe they're looking at unorthodox practices as well, when it comes to disciplines that worry more as well to people's beings. They're saying a Taurus person is too negative when it comes to aspects of the combination of eccentricity. You know why? Because I feel like we're all energy. When it comes to like eccentricity, I call it electricity, eccentricity. I know, I'm weird with words. I have a way with words sometimes, all right? So now someone, okay, is very negative because someone takes that extreme when it comes to ideas, become out lavish, all right? Because now there's a communication. People are talking about Taurus person on the media. Because now we're looking at demands to find a new view of approach. But someone's resisting to change a new view of approach. I love these cards. You can just look at it forever. There's so much. You can unpeel it, man. Because now you're looking at someone that probably likes computers, innovation, mechanisms, maybe likes numerology. Maybe likes, that deep technical, like when it comes to the proper breakdown, mathematical of people's mind, emotions, body, soul. They take time to study, discover. Air signs person is always looking for discoveries. 24 hours. And that's why maybe people think air signs don't sleep. Of course they do. They just don't sleep when you think you're sleeping. That's all. Air signs never ever really get drained out. Very rare an air sign person is drained out. For me anyway, very rare. So now there seems to be a resistance to change. Why? Because someone doesn't have no patience. Because someone's in a triangle. Someone's probably seeing 2 men, 2 women, take it as it resonates. A woman seeing 2 men, maybe. A Leo person at work with a Scorpio, a Cancer person for their resources, for their inspiration. That's how they discover to stay in this group. Now someone's trapped in their mind by Aquarius person when it comes to resistance, when it comes to entrapment, when it comes to maybe holding on to someone's original ideas. All right? But no, a Leo person is maybe seeking to walk away, make a negotiation with a Taurus person. Now they're looking at originality, happily ever after. Aquarius person is very happy with their love and support when it comes to original work. That's her family, her work, isn't it? That's what she finds, the balance from the visions. because she's always guided by the earth angel to bring order to the crops. Because remember, it's dry over yasa. Nothing now gone. Nothing now gone. So you can see near and far. You don't have to be nowhere. You know what people are talking about? Wow, how the did she know, boy? Guided by the angels. 12 juries come in and they see how you bring in your resources. Remember, because God gave us a soul, innit? And the soul comes with wisdom for your expressions when it comes to your material abundance with resources. But how do you get your resources? Be practical with your resources. And someone says someone holds on to too much. They don't want to do the work. They more or less want to hold on to people. And they're using materialism to hide their emotions. So someone is a very evil person over there. Leave that one over there. Duh. King of Wands, probably thinking about an Aquarius person. Happily ever after, could be a Leo person. Who can't resourcefulness when it comes to the holy grail of self. Someone feels I'm very good at taking action, have that ability to bring in a different perspective. When it comes to earth angels, bringing in order. When it comes to our resources, you can go from heaven to earth. We have to have correct behavior. Do you understand? If you want to come in with a higher self. Maybe someone has a different perspective of a calling. When it comes to maybe divine masculine. Being maybe a guru. Okay? Because now you're bringing order. We have to bring order to heaven on earth. And that's the inspiration to someone's original idea, a vision that came from a dream from God and the angels being guided because they've been called. But you got to walk away from people, things, and places. There's no fucking negotiations. Whatever comes from God and the angels, do you understand? You can resist all day long. But remember, the planet's bigger than this buffoon, this bull in a china shop acting like a victim. You'll stay on your karmic cycle until you give back everything that owns to the earth angels. And that's the only way this person will come back into order. Until then, they'll look outside of themselves, happy. No, losing the plot. Losing the plot. She's losing the plot, so don't worry about it. Duh! They can all act prestige outside, boy. No. Losing the plot, man. About someone's original ideas. Someone has that urge to create, expand. When it comes to maybe a new way of creation, using intuition. But within this organization, all right, when it comes to divine feminine, when it comes to a Taurus person, when it comes to discovery, they were doing rituals, secret cults, all right, in a house with a black door. Do you understand? So now we're looking at someone's originality. Inspiration. When it comes to a dreamer, very artistic, very creative, who can write a poet. Maybe someone sold someone's poetry. When it comes to poetry, they sold someone's music because they're a director or a photographer. So now we're understanding someone sold someone's music, poetry. And when it comes to building estates, that's the conversation within this organization. Again, conversation about third wheel. I understand. So now we're looking at love. Someone's been spiritually guided to go to the holy grail of self. You are a blessing collector. Don't ever forget that. Loving yourself is loving others, and loving others is loving God, planet, people, things, and places. Well, not things anyway. Planets, you know what I mean? Maybe your ex wants to come back because maybe they thought it wasn't being practical because they're resisting because they was on a karmic cycle with a Taurus person under submission. Maybe they had to finish their karmic debt with this person. All right. So now you're looking at walking away to be more practical and to forget about someone in the past, maybe that's stuck in the past. Maybe that person's going to prison, submission, prison, mental prison, or spiritual prison. They're losing the plot anyway. Yeah, man. Now you're looking at someone's work, someone's career when it comes to fulfillment. Someone's waiting for their ships to come in because someone done some self-discovery. And to do that, you've got to walk away from people, things, and places. So now you see stability. Someone was sitting on stability by using their intuition, psychic gifts. Now you have an opportunity when someone's walking in opportunity because someone was walking with opportunist. So now they're cutting that out, maybe, and they're pointing fingers at the truth about a triangle when it comes to maybe a Gemini person or a Scorpio person and a Leo person. So now they can excitement by being blunt about going forward to maybe an inspiration when it comes to new love, babies, idealism. It's ideal to water. Maybe somebody wants to carry someone in the open because they're excited. Maybe about a Aquarius person, an inspiration. when it comes to discoveries of using the higher self. So now someone's saying, into me I seek, because into me I know. Loving thyself is loving God. Do you understand? I seek God within me at my highest self. So now someone's got moved into negotiation to walk away. And there's no emotions to water. The air is toxic. You understand? So now we have to change the emissions in the air. All right? So that our ground shit can be practical. Okay? And not submitted to outside publicity. But now we're excited. Okay? About opening the gates and moving away from someone that likes to make people be submitted to some people. Look at the Emperor. Thinking about a Wheel of Fortune and a Taurus resistant to change. Would explain about the Taurus behavior. Now we're looking at soulmates. Maybe think about X, Taurus, or Aquarius person. When it comes to submission. Maybe there's a situation where someone regrets a Taurus person because it was all about inheritance through promiscuity and nothing else for public appearance. Because this person is not looking at their well-being. It's more, we already explained that, outside appearance, outward and not inward. Because they look at material to hide their pain, whatever. So someone's losing the plot. Now we're looking at maybe an Aries person about control, power when it comes to maybe originality. Someone originally always loved an Aquarius person. But this Captain Saberhaw went over and juggled with a Taurus person and got stuck on a karmic wheel. There you go, isn't it? Because we're living and learning, discovery. We're bringing the people back to God. Bringing order to bring heaven on earth. Whether a Taurus person likes it or not. Do we care? No. And now someone wants to come in and work with maybe a cruise person, because a cruise person is becoming more popular as well. And he feels that's his soulmate, divine feminine. Now someone's looking at ending a hangman or ending a different perspective about transitioning. Gemini person up at night worried enough about different perspective when it comes to resources at work from a Cancer person that you lot thought was bringing order, but no, the angels came in and done it, not fucking you lot. You lot are stuck over here with a Taurus person, a Pisces person stuck over there. Indecisions, man, backstabbing. So now you're looking at someone can't look at someone's inspiration, a Taurus person, they're up at night, negative thoughts. Because now you're looking at someone's original ideas. It's an inspiration when it comes to love. Now someone is battling. Someone wants to find air sign person at any cost, man. A Cancer person as well. Boring. They want to fight and keep this unrequited love. But somebody wants to like, you know, if I like you or not, that really matter. I can see your future being big. So let me tie myself somewhere to your future. Maybe for a baby, or maybe some form of inheritance, or maybe a really dodgy deal that you got to stay with me for like 10,000 years until you move on. Listen, God is going to slap this person right on that karmic wheel, right in the center until you learn your lesson. Learn your lesson, man. You're under judgment now anyway. Someone's made a clear decision about Aquarius person, about being an inspiration, being the ideal person to bring in discoveries when it comes to the Hermit or Hierophant, when it comes to discoveries. Not a Sagittarius person. Sagittarius can go sit down and go find her daddy. Alright? Maybe somebody wants maybe an air sign person to maybe run a church. Why did I hear that? I'm not running no church. Are you mad? I don't go into the dead house. I go into temples, man. I don't go to dead houses. You crazy? I'm going to temples, man. You can keep your dead house. I don't know where you don't think you were going. There you can keep your church with your pastor. Come down and put your hand on their head and you're dropping down like flies. What is he saying? Do you know what he's saying? What are you not saying? You don't even know. They're taking out the demon. If you have to go to some part to take out your demon and you're still bad, well, that person is not it for you, my friend. So now someone's looking at excitement now. When it's going back to original maker, fulfillment, and now looking at maybe a Queen of Wands in their head about a lie. Lying, boy. Your whole foundation is coming down. Yes, it is. Opportunist, heartbroken. Because their options coming to an end. This lifestyle, traveling, success, done, both gone. Now you're in delays about manipulation, immaturity with a lover, maybe a Gemini person or water sign person. Now you're looking at maybe hidden feelings when it comes to Queen of Cups. Hidden feelings, this person has got some deep-rooted motherfucking mother issue. She's not motherly. She's not looking at her own feelings. Why? Material. This is a material call. Someone feels a Gemini person, a higher priest, is a good mother. Someone can work at home, bring good creative ideas, but going within, bringing justice to their own work, and now we're going into stability. Yes, my darlings. Never be bullied by anybody, dear. No, no, no. Nobody picks on an air sign person. No, we don't do that. Do we, collective? No, we don't. So someone needs to discover that when you're famous, you're taking your famous way too far till your fucking soul's gone and left you. And now we're looking at relaxation. Ooh, collective, you're just relaxing, man. You're coming out, baby, into the Wheel of Fortune. Someone's resistant to change, and now a Taurus person is stuck on that Wheel of Fortune. An ex of maybe this Aries person, a Leo person, the Emperor. Never mind. Nightmare. Told you Taurus person's losing the fucking plot. She's lost the plot. She's suffering in her darkness. Because she's a dark entity. Dark, dark goose. Nah, you're it. Never mind. Oh, this wanted to come out. I need to fix it. That ought to come out. Someone's using tarot, Sword of Fate. A dreamer dreamt and balanced it with the tarot reading. And now someone's losing the plot. Because they can't do what you do, baby. No, 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 no. Sorry. Boo. Bye. So now you're looking at... They just love how you're an earth angel. You bring your tarot. You bring peace, harmony. They just love your inner peace, darling. Someone's got a different perspective about an air sign person when it comes to their destiny, darling. This is a guru, sweetie. A guru, sweetie. Now look at simplicity. Look at moderation. Look at peace when it comes to following the earth angels. And that's within you, inspiration, your own inner voice, your own inner counsel. Because now you're blending the mind, the body, and the soul with the balance of the yin and the yang when it comes to your emotions. When it comes to the dark and the light, baby. Just tip your toes in your emotion. But someone don't have no emotions apart when they're coming on a masculine, cocky, walkie, docky, in the demanding for clocking for work. That's the type of victory. Because people like the reward without nothing fiddle. Nothing fiddle. Men not intimidated by me. Listen, yo, brethren, the things that blow in their own trumpet. Very sad, isn't it? Now they live in a nightmare, suffering. Because someone sees a sweetheart. Someone tried to cause an accident to the divine masculine, a sweetheart. So we went in, we followed the angels, have faith in God, and your intuition and your psychic gifts. Don't see by sight. Just be pure, unconditional love, beloved. Using your highest self, just love God. Because when you balance the masculine from the energy within you, you see the scan of your own inner child. Now you're saying, do you know what? I need to take care of my own self. Now someone's gone walkies away from the poodle. Oh yeah, the poodle don't have no training. Should have been put down at Battersea Park. You know, the dog home where they belong. You know, the naughty ones in the naughty corner. So now we're looking at self-discovery, self-analyzation. It's about love. It's about watering. It's about being that sweetheart to your heart. The art of love is the soul of the seat of the heart. It's the heart, man. The heart is the seat of the soul. Looking at pureness, we look at unconditional love. Looking at loving yourself. Loving beings, loving planet, loving God, and moving away. From a Taurus person that blows her own fucking trumpet. Losing the plot now. Yep. Oh yeah. Maybe this organization saying, bye Taurus, you are just too much. Sneaky beaky Becky. Very curious about a Libra person or a sweetheart of a Sagittarius person or a Gemini person. Now they want to compromise, I guess, when it comes to an agreement, when it comes to reconciliation with an ex that was very, you know, under the charms of the arms of a Taurus person, being practical, you know. We've got to blow someone else's trumpet. Yeah, blowing their own trumpet, overdoing it, acting like they're practical. Oh, yeah, maybe into service. Maybe a social worker. Or maybe acting nurturing. Look at me, darling. I can bring you all together. Nope, 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 nope. Maybe they're living through their mother's eye. Duh, separation. Because you're not fucking practical. Someone's online watching an ex, Aquarius person, a Taurus person is watching an ex and hoping and praying, please don't get together, please separate, please stay in privacy, please Leo, stay with me Leo, please, I'm suffering, because everyone would discover what I did. I tried to take your life. Oh yeah. So now looking at ideas from Aquarius person, inspiration. Someone loves her suggestions, her visions, and now maybe a Leo person is looking at his big head. Been sitting there, smiling. Oh, yeah, I know that soul. Oh, yeah, I do. So now this Taurus person, a female person, is looking at Aquarius person. When it comes to love and support, she loves her tarot. Just loves it. Loves the vision, loves the balance. And a Taurus person just can't. They have to fake it. And when you fake it, and when you make it, there you go. They didn't make it in the end, did they? They thought they did. It was an illusion. 15 minutes of fame, I guess. Homeless. Oh, they wanted the original makeup be homeless. They were hoping, please be a failure. Please let your original ideas be a failure. Be a castaway. Be a pauper. So now, someone's listening to change because someone went into a Wheel of Fortune. A Taurus person, you know. Maybe your initials begin with AB because my phone's ringing now. Hold on a minute. I have to call you back. It's 2 seconds, okay? So now we're looking at homelessness. Maybe a fire sign person. They were hoping, because now looking at this online, with people talking about it in their community and online, that this Taurus person, an ex of an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person, was submitted to this masculine because she wanted his failure. Wanted to be a castaway, a pauper. She wanted him homeless because she wanted the Wheel of Fortune. Now she's living in a nightmare because they were living and loving for convenience. Wasn't you, darling? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So now there seems to be a different perspective when it comes to resources. Somebody was re-amending someone's original ideas. Oh, again, telling people, no, she's a castaway. No, they just want to use you, Leo. No, darling, they need you for your services, darling. Please don't go there. And now someone, a Cancer person, in there feeling about different perspectives at work now, because now work is not maintaining your foolishness. Now you're worried. Now you're worried. Now you're worried. You thought you was patient. Ooh, patient man did not ride your donkey, my darling. Nope, you wasn't riding your donkeys, was you? Nope, you was riding the masculine like a donkey. Ooh, riding that like a donkey, boy. Oh, yeah. You thought, yep, I can amend, adjust, and restore. Oh, yeah. Calmness. Because you're looking at homelessness. And now your fucking homelessness is a mess for the rest of your family. Now, pride, ego. Somebody was in their ego, a Taurus person, acting like a sweetheart. Acting like I'm a discovery, darling. No, 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 no. They looked into someone's computer and stole it. And acted like discovery. Darling, I'm the sweetheart. No, you're a piece of shit. Sneaky Beaky Becky wanted a real estate, wealth, mega project, investment, in their pride, negotiating. Someone's got lack of self-esteem now, lack of self-worth, in their ego. In their ego. Oh, I'm so sweet, darling, blowing their own fucking trumpet. Oh, I intimidate men, I do, darling. Oh, yes, they've got this preconception about me, darling. Maybe because I'm famous. Blowing your own fucking trumpet, man. Talk about delusions, illusions, and delusionacies. Rituals. Just can't hide, can you? They like to do ritual ceremonies, maybe on this masculine to be submitted to a Taurus person. That was the mystery. That was the mystery, my darling. Why Aquarius person was separated from a Leo person. Because someone, a Taurus person, was doing rituals. Now she's losing the plot. Because many people on the internet and in the around the community has all picked it up. Many tarot readers even picking up Taurus person, Leo person, and a Queen of Wands. Doing with a Cancer man, lots of rituals. Oh yeah, it's all over the place. Now someone's losing the plot. Oh, maybe because his masculine has run away, so his challenge said, no, I'm gone. I've got enough for my books, thank you. And now you're looking at homelessness while me and my spiritual wife, whether I'm with her or not, we're going to be writing lots of books. Or maybe we might be booking you into court. We're already in spiritual court already. With my divine feminine, will be seeing me at court with this tramp, or will I be on the side of my divine feminine? Who knows, eh? But someone's losing the plot because someone done a curse on Adiwali Akinwa Abaji to be submitted to a Taurus person. Now a Taurus person is losing the motherfucking plot. Oh no. They wanted submission. Submission. Hate. Misfortune. They hated this masculine, but they still worked with him. Because they wanted fame. They wanted work to be famous. Now that's the truth. Right there, darling. So now, when we look at a situation, Taurus, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? She ain't got a fucking clue now. Because somebody thought someone would be submitted to them. They thought they'll understand, you know, about this curse. No, someone's feelings were caught in a love affair, a love trap by a Taurus person. So now someone was given in a quiet life, staying in an awkward situation. Oh yeah, easy left. Oh yeah. So he stayed there submitted to a Taurus person. Oh yeah, he did, until the tarot reader came along and said, uh-oh, someone's got a curse. Someone's doing obya and rituals on a fire sign person. Guess who that is? Is he from Oz? Is he from Suicide Squad? Or is he in the new series now? Is it Europa? Or is it Union on Netflix? Oh, child, something's going around now. Because now we're looking at someone's personality type. Extremely vulnerable and a very emotional bully. Emotional bully. Genevieve Nadia. Using partitioner to bully someone's emotions to be submitted to a Taurus person. So now looking at a highest class prostitute. Oh yeah, a rapist, an attempted murderer. Oh yeah, Genevieve Nadia. Or any Taurus person you're thinking about, that's a bully. So now someone needs to be very extra selective when it comes to their compassion. Because now we're looking at a situation where we're looking at someone's social shyness, maybe a Leo person. You better get the fuck out of that because you're not the first, you're not the last. All right, go write your book and get your success. Your revenge is success, my love. All right? Because now we're looking at someone, ooh, child, oh, losing the plot. Ooh, someone is losing the plot now. Why? Because it's leading to isolation and romantic frustration. Now, someone is seeing a turn, ooh, maybe a turn in feelings. Oh, yes, because now someone's looking at submission coming out. Because maybe someone went into a religious or a spiritual situation. Because now we're looking at some people just don't motherfucking learn. Oh, yeah, because now we're looking at genuine love, solitude, and a quiet moment with a Aquarius person when he thinks the time is right to face what he did to me. Now, no matter how much I'm upset with him, my darlings, remember, keep your fucking hands off my spiritual husband. I will deal with him in my own time because he will get my mouthpiece. But he's got my unconditional love. All right? Don't get my mouth twisted. So now looking at feelings being caught in a love trap. Ooh, Leo! Leo, your fingers has been caught in the cookie jar. Cookie monster. Oh, no. And guess what? The mask is coming off in where? In public. Someone was being very deceptive, pretending. Oh, yeah, Taurus is losing the plot. She's suffering in the darkness, darling. darkness where she belongs. Look at all that dark. All there. And once they're gone, gone. Only dark is left with this person. Because they're left in their memories of what they did. Because they can't turn back time now. Because everyone saw Scooby-Dooby-Doo. And now she's got to face the devil all by themselves. All by them. No more distractions. No, darling. We don't do distractions, my darling. No, we don't. No, we don't. Because you're going to fucking loneliness, bitch. Because you was working on a Leo person. Being lonely, feeling disappointment, isolated. Because you were doing druggy wiggy wiggy, wasn't you? Oh, yeah, you were. Genevieve Nadia. We saw what you did. People, write your dreams down, darling. Oh, she's losing the plot, boy, because everyone's figuring it out now. Loads of tarot readers, loads of psychic people, and loads of people that's not even psychic, my darling. You could be a dreamer. Everybody saw the situation. Now, they thought they can get away with it. No, justice is motherfucking here, baby. Because now we're looking at logic. Oh, why someone is up in worry, anxiety, stress, and under dress. Why? Because justice is here. Why? Oh, because I had a dream. I saw a dream of DGG being dragged in public as well. This was about 3 years when the baby was just born. Oh, yes. I was in his house at the door and Hallie was crying for her baby. Give me back my baby. I went to DGG and I said, give Hallie back her fucking baby right now. And what's happening now? Oh, he's been dragged in public, left, right, and center in the last few weeks. Okay, now we're looking at Elon Musk. We had a dream about Elon Musk. Oh, yeah, being dragged by all these people in black suits. Next minute, maybe 3-4 years later, who do we see? Because everyone said no, she's chatting rubbish because he was out there with Trump. Yay! You know, make America great again. Yay! Nope. Because now we're looking at 4 years later. Guess what's happened now? Oh, Taurus is losing the plot because they know they're next. Now this week, what do we hear? Oh, Trump in his own words saying, you know that Dodge? Oh, yeah, it's going to be a monster. Guess it's going to be monsters running after, he said. Oh, yeah, Elon. He said, I'm even thinking of deporting Elon. Or making Dodge go after him like a monster. Never mind, Taurus. So now I had this dream, they were all talking about this, and someone else came in the room and said, uh-oh, yeah. Because she said, Elon and Hallie, and they were going into this conversation and they all looked at each other and said, uh-oh, Genevieve's next. That's why she's in paranoia and we're just relaxing. Because the feminine, oh yeah, and the masculine is looking at victory, triumphs, relaxing. He has to stay away for a bit. I understand. I'm going to be cussing him tomorrow morning though. He knows this. But I did say to him, he has to stay away for a bit because it's energy, isn't it? If you've been with a demon, you can't run from one relation to another. He has to take time out. So I've got to wait for that fucking energy as well. Do you understand? So I just do my own thing. There you go. Patience, man. Patient man rides donkey with hard work. Oh, yeah, but someone tried to delay your hard work, my darling, because they wanted success to be over there. No, my darling. Paranoia. Para. Ooh, child, because someone made that decision because they wanted to unalive a sweetheart. Oh, yeah, Taurus person did. So now we're looking at the person's idolization of their fucking ego. All they're going to do is endless harm, create conflicts when it comes to commitments. They will bind this masculine to obstruct him in contracts. Because why? She doesn't have feelings for no one apart from Moochie, Woochie, Gucci, Fendi, Wendy, Bendy to be on that back doing what? Let me grab that ass. No, let me behave myself. I am spiritual. But no, I'm a good person, but I've got to stand up for myself, collective. You know? A last video, you just saw me crying because I wanted to batter her so badly. But I've got to manage my emotions. Why? Because I'm here to do God's job. I can't be distracted, man. When I first started this and I wrote them to every day 5 years ago, I said, when it comes to spirituality, I take my spirituality very seriously. Don't waste my motherfucking time. I got other people I can help. Do you understand? And Taurus waste my motherfucking time for 5 years. And I told her, listen, your book don't have to be in the name, you know. Let's sort this out in private. She said, no, I'm commodity. So mornings and evenings, I like to tell Addy, because of you, I am. Because his soul does so much goodness for me and I trust me. This buffoon, on her birthday last year, oh, because of you, I can. And she starts wearing black and gold. Why? Because I told her I studied black and gold. So she wears black and gold. And then she goes to a restaurant that was gold. This bitch is so fucking premeditated, trying to do that mental game. But no, she was losing the plot. That's it. Because why? She played with that voodoo magic. So she was stuck in her own darkness. Now she's going to have a realization she was in that game by herself. Because now we're going to write about it and people are talking about it. So what did you gain in the end? A longer karmic debt? Or someone else is going to wheel of fortune? And I told them, I'm going to be making more money than all your friends put together. Play with me. She said, no, I'm commodity because I'm a thief. All right, then let's show everyone FBI. She said she could do what the fuck she likes. So now I put your name down, FBI. Genevieve Nasia, third wheel. Enemy. A Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person that was excited to even highlight to a Gemini person about her fucking illusions, and now they became curious, stalking, an air sign person. She has always been a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person, has always been an enemy, someone you cannot trust, because all they do is flirtatiousness, but they'll say, no, they got a preconception about me, darling. Listen, yo, Britain, walking love, talking truth, man, because guess what? I'm your friend forever. You understand? Because we're gardeners creating a beautiful connection when it comes to heaven and earth. And they can't go into it. Never mind. Remember, walking love, talking truth. I love you guys. Bye.